Hello, everyone, and hello specifically to Black Star Vinyl. This is going to be my entry into your not quite 400, now at over 400 subs contest drawing. Like everybody else has said, Rob, congratulations on the growth of your channel. You have a very entertaining channel. I like your outspokenness, your passion for the music you show, especially your passion for the more obscure things, bands that myself or a lot of the people in this community may or may not know about, and how you champion those bands and try to get them some exposure they need. I'll stop babbling now and get on with your questions. Your first question. Name 4 grails. This first grail I'll mention is specifically for CD since I have the vinyl, but I would love a CD version of Stripers to Hell with the Devil with the original cover art like the vinyl I have that I've shown ad nauseum on this channel. Now the rest of these grails can either be CD or vinyl. The first choice being vinyl, but Petra's 2 Petra albums, On Fire and Beat the System. Beat the System from 1984 and On Fire from, I believe, 1989-90. Those are 2 great Petra albums I would love to have back in my collection. The last grail would be the Scorpions' 70s album, Virgin Killer. I definitely do not want the original cover up for that because I thought that was, as I think I mentioned in here, I thought that was way out of bounds, the original cover for that album. So the cleaned up cover version of Scorpions' Virgin Killer. So those are my 4 grails. My 4 favorite concerts. Wow, I've been to a lot of concerts. I'll start off with the Scorpions concert I went to in Vegas in the year 2006. It was a few months before I actually went and visited their hometown of Hanover, Germany. This concert was like in July, August. I went to Germany that October. But anyway, this Scorpions gig in Vegas was at a place called The Joint, which I've seen them perform there one other time, which is this shirt's from their residency in Vegas a couple of years ago. But anyway, talking about the 06 concert. 2 things that really stood out to that concert for me were the fact that through some people I met and had dinner with, I met them on the Scorpions website, on their message boards, and I met them for dinner when I was in their area. They live in Colorado, and I was in their area. I met them for dinner and got acquainted with them, and they have personal relationship with people in the Scorpions. And through them, before this concert, I got to go backstage and meet the band, and which I had done before, but this one was a little more intimate setting. It wasn't one of those meet and greets where they herd you in and out like cattle. It wasn't sit there and shoot the breeze with them for hours, but it was a little more intimate than your regular meet and greets that you see nowadays. So I got to meet the band, and I was given access to not the front, but ended up being 2 rows back, second row. And after the show, Klaus, the singer, came up with a drumstick and tapped one of the security guys in front of the stage on the shoulder and said, "Give this to him." So I got a drumstick from that show. And last but not least about that show is the show did not consist of just the same old Scorpions hits they play over and over again. Of course, they were there in the set, but there were some deeper tracks in the set. So all around a great, enjoyable evening. And it was just them, so they could play a little longer than if they had anybody performing before them. My second favorite concert, I would say the concert I saw of Stryper on their 30th anniversary tour they did for the To Hell with the Devil album back almost 3 years ago now. They ended up playing 2 separate sets that show. One set consisted of playing that album in its entirety, if I can talk. And then they took about a 10-minute break, came out and played another 10 or so songs that weren't part of course, that weren't a part of the To Hell with the Devil album, and got to hear some songs in that set that I never heard them perform live before either. So that would be my second concert. I'd say the third concert that comes to mind would be Petra's Beat the System. Mainly because I had the nostalgia and everything of it being my first show ever. So I'd put that up there. And I'd say probably for my last one, boy, it's hard to say because there's so many ones that I really enjoyed. And there's two that I'm kind of wrestling with, but I'll come out and say the last show I attended last Friday, Disturbed in Chicago. High energy show, fire all over the stage, the guitar on fire during a solo in a song, and the overrunning theme of that show, that people, basically saying to people in the audience, if you're personally dealing with a lot of the crappy situations and stuff our songs talk about, there's help out there for you to get. That overwhelming message, and then bringing somebody out on stage who one of their songs, the message of the song literally saved their life, made them want to get help. That was an emotional moment of that show. So I'll throw that one out there. 4 channels. Give a shout out to 4 channels under 200 subs or close to milestones. The first channel I can think of, and sorry for being a little biased here, but aren't we all when it comes to family, is my Uncle Doug Songer's channel. He hasn't put out a lot of videos as of yet, but it's something that he's really wanting to get into, and it looks like he's really enjoying it. He's been asking me for pointers on how to improve his videos. I don't know why he's asking me about that, but my Uncle Doug Songer, check his channel out. And he talks about more than just music on there too. Another channel, this is a channel I've mentioned before in a video, and I've not seen anything too recent from this channel, but your friendly neighborhood metalhead. I think his name is Tobias, and he's from Canada. Really loves his metal. Last I saw, he had like 29 subs. And he's been at it since last September, I think. So hopefully he's still active and hasn't given up. But check out his channel. Now a couple of channels that should be approaching some milestones. The channel that I've recently started watching and have enjoyed, and I appreciate you commenting on my videos. Mark G with the C. Mark G with the C. I particularly enjoyed the last video I saw of yours where you talked about, you responded to Vinylizer's thread about 80s music that you enjoy that is not metal or hard rock. I enjoyed that video a lot. And of course, I've enjoyed your other videos. And what was the other? The name came and is gone. The name came and is gone. Another video, another channel. I'm not sure how many subs he has right now, but just because I like the guy, I'll throw out Dan Powers. Great guy, Green Bay Packer fan, loves his hard rock and metal, has said very nice things to say about my videos and has been very encouraging to me in the past. So I'm sure most of you watching this are already subscribed to him, but if you're not, give Dan's channel some love. Give all those channels I mentioned some love, because everybody doing this needs some encouragement, you know. Question number 4. Yeah, question number 4. If you could be a superhero, which one? I've gone between 2. One that I remember following the most in my childhood, and is still, if I want a chance to look at a comic or something about superheroes, I gravitate towards Spider-Man. I've always, when I listen to the records, read the comics, see the show, see the cartoons and everything, I would always dream about being Spider-Man. Even though I'm deathly afraid of heights, I don't think I could climb up and down the skyscrapers like he does, but Spider-Man would be my answer for that question. Now, the bonus question, I had more autographed things than I do now after they were A lot of them have been taken from me, and I don't want to go into all of that with my ex again, but hopefully I don't make anybody nauseous by moving the camera. Let's see if I can. I'm not going to be able to do it. The one thing I can, maybe I'll show it in another video. I think I've shown it in a video before, but on my wall right in front of me, I have a autographed poster by Stryper of that 30th anniversary to Hell with the Devil tour. I should have fished this stuff out, but I have an In God We Trust CD booklet autographed by two members of Stryper, Oz Fox and the since departed Tim Gaines. And I also have a CD booklet autographed by the band Night Ranger. So anyway, Rob, here's my entry to your contest. Hopefully it meets your satisfaction. Whether I win or not is not the important thing. It's supporting your channel. So, take care, everybody. Have a nice day. And until I talk to you again, enjoy the music.